Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter coming to you after a very sleepless night, so we'll see how I go. Um, yeah, this is Entropic Killer Spiral by Wu-chian Lin. This is a puzzle that was sent in, I think, a while ago, and it may have slipped through the cracks of my submission system. Um, I've been getting some stuff in some weird ways recently, and I was going back through my queue and saw this one, and it looked really cool, so I'm going to do it. Not a lot going on the channel. I'm on holidays, so I may have been slow to respond to any comments or anything that's come up recently. People have been commenting about slips I make. Yeah, making mistakes while solving puzzles, it is a lot more obvious when you're solving on camera. I'm of the firm belief, and other people are the same, that most solvers do make simple mistakes when they're solving. It's just that if the mistake turns out to not be relevant, or the mistake happens to be correct, that you never notice. We see it a lot when we're doing collaborative solving for testing packs and stuff. When someone is streaming on Discord or whatever, that someone will like put in some pencil marks or whatever, and someone will turn around and say, "Hang on, why did you put that in?" And it's like, "Oh, what?" And they just went there in their head, or they did it by mistake, or they missed something. And if they were solving on their own, they would never have noticed, but someone else can call them out. And you see it with streamers doing it all the time as well. They'll put something in, and chat will go, "Wait a minute, no." When you're recording on camera, it is very easy to do that, and of course it's seen by hundreds or maybe thousands of people if you're lucky. You get called out on it, and that's fine. I mean, I have no problem being called out on it. It's just that yeah, I think we all do it. It's a lot more obvious when you record it and put it up on the internet for everyone to see. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm making the mistakes, but it is going to happen. And I try and do, if I can, call out how you would bypass, not bypass, but how you would solve the puzzle without it. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so it is just part of doing this, because these things can be complex, and sometimes you miss stuff, even in your own puzzles. Anyway, Entropic Killer Spiral by Wu-chian Lin. Let's hope I'm awake enough to do this. It's been a very rough few days. So how does this one work? Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have killer cages, so digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Digits cannot repeat within cages, which is just a simple way of saying that for example, we couldn't make both of those 5 and that 3. Perfectly valid by Sudoku, but not valid by Killer Sudoku, or the next rule that's coming, because those two, the digits are repeating within a cage, and that's not allowed. We also have entropic lines, and the way entropic lines work is that any set of 3 digits you grab across along an entropic line, anywhere on the line you grab it, must contain a low digit, a middle digit, and a high digit. And low is 1 to 3, middle is 4 to 6, and high is 7 to 9. So that's the way it works. I'm going to restart the puzzle, and let's give this a shot. Now, I was going to start by colouring the entropic line, but there's a couple of gimmies here. So, for example, which is going to help with the colouring. This is 38 in 8 cells. So now we know an entire column of a Sudoku contains all of the digits 1 to 9. If you add those together, you get 45. So 45 minus 38, this digit right here has to be a 7. Now, 7 is a high digit. And because I don't know which ones of these are going to be mid and low, so let's just color for now. Let's just call this green and this blue. I don't know if this is mid or low. They're my mid and low colors. But if this was mid and this was low, or the other way around, doesn't matter. This is going to be yellow, this is going to be green, this is going to be blue. But in this run, I still need a green, a blue, and a yellow. But I don't have a yellow in this run of 3. So this is going to be yellow. And in this run of 3, I don't have a green, so this has to be green. And every third cell along the line is going to have to be the same strata of low, mid, high. So what I can do is I can literally go one from here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and I've run out. So here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Those are all going to be high. So all of those are going to be from 7, 8, 9. And from here, all of these ones, so the ones just before the yellow, going down the spiral, are all going to be green, and that means that the ones before the green are all going to be, or the ones just after the yellow in that case, are all going to be blue. Now, I don't know if blue is low, medium, or high yet. But I can put 7, 8, 9 in those. This is 7, 8, 9, so I've got all of the highs in this row. I've got all of the highs in this row, and I've got all the blue. So this must be green. Don't know what green is yet, but I've got them. There is a green in here, which means I've got all of the greens in the row. This is one of everything. This is one of everything. Might be able to do something with that, but I'm not seeing it. I probably want to look at cage totals. Like, this is a 13 cage, which has one of everything. Which I think just means it's... Oh, no, it's not 139, because 139 has 2 lows. And it's not 256 or 346, because those don't have a high digit. So it is 148, 157, 238, or 247. So the low is 1 or... No, it can't be 238. So the low is 1 or 2, the mid is 4 or 5, and the high is 7 or 8. Okay. And I could do eliminations this way, but I'm not sure. So I know the 15 cage is not 4, 5, 6, and this has been covered many times before, but the only ways to make a 15 cage are with low, mid, and high, or just 4, 5, 6. And this was wrong because I don't know the order of yellow, blue, and green. I've made an assumption there, and that is wrong. Now, the 15 is one of each. So I actually want to change these to be something different. So I'm going to change blue to be orange because I don't know what they are. And I'm going to change green to be purple. So that way I'm not making that assumption. Okay, so 24 has 2 high digits, but it must anyway. But I know it's got a low in it. So it's not going to be 4, 5, 6, 9 or 4, 5, 7, 8. It must have a 1 or 2 or a 3 in it. Now, up this column, actually, this is high because I've got 3 each of the purple and orange. So this is 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to select all the yellows and make them 7, 8, 9. Those are not 7. There's probably a simple entropic trick I am missing. Like 22. 22, can it have 2 lows in it? Because if this was as high as it could possibly be, say it was 2, 3. If this was 2, 3, that would be 5. These would have to sum to 22 minus 5. I am tired. 22 minus 5 is 17. These would have to be 2 high digits, and I can't do it. So orange actually has to be green as mid, and purple is blue. So that's the order. So what did I find out in this one? So there's no 9 in this. This is 4 or 5, and this is 1 or 2. Okay. These... So all of the blue are 1, 2, 3. Maybe this 24 cage now comes into play. No, that's probably not it. So what is this 22 cage? No. Well, actually, this... actually, I could have got it from this. This would have been a smarter way of doing it. Because I've got the 35 cage, so these had to sum to 10, but I knew this was a high digit, so this had to be 1, 2, 3. That would have been a smarter way of doing it. Now, this is a 20 cage with 2 lows in it. So anything that starts with 1-4 is out. Anything that starts with 1-5 is out. Anything that starts with, okay, so that is limiting the options quite a lot. But it can't be 1-2-8-9 because I don't have two high digits. It can't be 1-3-7-9. So the low digits are 2 and 3. So these are 2-3 with either 6-9, and it can't be 7-8. So it is 2-3-6-9. This is 2-3-6-9. It's the only way to make it up with two lows, a mid, and a high. So this is 2-3-6-9. This is a 1. These are 2 and 3. This is not a 9. It's cool, but it didn't do as much as I thought it would. There is a 1 in the 35 cage, but that's not doing much. It's also telling me there's a 9 in the 35 cage, but I kind of knew that. Basically, I'm missing either 2, 8, or 3, 7. It's going to be an elimination like that somewhere. Like, we know these are 4, 5, 6. Oh, hang on. I've got another thing here, don't I? There's no 7. Oops. There's no 7 in those. These have to sum to 9. So this is 4, 5, 6, but they have to sum to 9. So this can't be 4, 5. Because this is, again, 45 minus 36 is 9. If this was 4, this would be 5, and it's not. This has to be 6 and 3. So these are 4 and 5. This is 1 or 2. These are 1 and 2. These are 4 and 5. It's not giving up, though. I'm probably just looking in the wrong spot. Digging in the wrong place. This is a 3 because there's a 1-2 pair in the column. So there's a 3 in the 15 cage. So it's, I need another 12. So it can't be 9-3. So it's 8-4 or 7-5. Giving me a 4-5 in the column. So there's a 6 either there or there. So those are 6, 7, 8, 9. This one can't be 7. There's a 7, 8 in one of those and a 4, 5. So these are 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay, so these are 4, 5, 6. Is it this I need to look at now? It seems to like it has to be, doesn't it? So 1, 4, 8, 9 doesn't work. 1, 5, 7, 9. Anything with two highs or two lows in it goes away. Anything with no lows in it goes away. Too high. So it's 2, 5, 6, 9, 3, 4, 6, 9, or 3, 5, 6, 8. So there's no 7 in here. And it's 2 or 3 in here. And there must be a 6 in here. And it can't be there. So this is actually a 6, which takes 6 out of there. Giving me a 4, 5 pair, putting a 6 into here. So this is 2, 5, 9, 3, 4, 9, or 3, 5, 8. There's no 6 there, of course. Oh, this is a 1 because of the 2, 3 pair now. So this is a 2, this is a 3, this is a 2. So this is 1 or 3 only. So this 24 cage can't have a 2 in it. This can still be 4, 5, or 6, particularly if this is 3. But this 2 makes this 3, which makes this 2, which makes this 3, which still allows this to be 4, 9, or 5, 8. Puts 3 right there, though. Now, I still got to put the 1 in here has to be in here somewhere. I've still got to put a low, a medium, and a high on here. Six in this box is in one of those two. Oh, this one has made this 2, which has made this 1, which has made this 2. So I can't put 2 on this line. I knew it was a 1 on this line anyway. So 2 in this box is in one of those 2. 1 in this box is in one of those 3. Something obvious I'm missing, I'm sure. So, for example, these sum to 11, which is... These sum to 11. So if this is 8, this would have to be 3, and it can't be. So this is 7 and 4. So this is not 4, 7. This is not 4, 7. The 4 looks down, making this 5, which makes that 4, which takes 4 out of both of those. Now these aren't high, so they're 1, 2, 5, and there's no 2 here, and there's no 1 here. I mean, this could just be a case of me solving while exhausted, but I find this fun, and if I'm going to do this, I'd like to share it. I mean, I don't have as much time as I'd like, so I'm going to try and do it on the channel. So, no, 4 is in here somewhere. It's got to be this line, doesn't it? Like, there's a 1 in here. But that's all I know. It means that there's no 1 here, but... or in any of those, but there's no 1 here anyway. Is it more eliminations? Like, these are 9, so these sum to 13, which is 9, 4, or 8, 5. Okay. Oh, there's 15 cage. These sum to 8. This is a 7. So this is not a 7. Eight, 9, 4, 5. That cage is done. This cage... Hang on. I've got 9, 10, 18... Oh, hang on. So this is 35. These had to sum to 10. That is 7. So this is not 7. That's an 8, 9 pair. This is 7. I keep forgetting the Audis. I did mention them and then forgot all about them. There's no 7 there. So this is a 7, which means these sum to 24 minus 7. Oh, I am tired. 17. So 17. So if this was 1, these would have to sum to 16, and I can't do it. 6, and that'd have to be a 10. So this is a 3. And now these sum to 14, which is 9, 5, or 8, 6. So there's no 4 there. So this is a 5, 6 pair. And this is an 8, 9 pair. So what are these? These are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's no 2 in either of those. So that's a 1, 4 pair. That's a 2, which makes that low. And I said low. Do as I say, not as I do. These are 1 and 4. And so I know what these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are 5 and 7. So the low, the 1 has to be in one of those. And we know it's 1 because 2 and 3 is gone. Whatever that is, that is. Because this is one of everything and this is one of everything. So those are going to be the same. So if this is 5, this is 4 or 6. If this is 7, this is 8 or 9. If I've missed more outy stuff, the answer is probably yes. Almost certainly yes. Right, 3 is in one of those two. 4, 5, 6. Is that a 3-7 pair? This is 5, 6, 8, 9. This is a 3-7 pair. And there's a 7 in the top row. So that's the 3 and that's the 7. So this is low and this is high. That puts 3 right there. Is that all the 3s? That's all the 3s. 7, 7, 7, 7. Put 7 in one of those two, which is leaving 7 in a weird pattern. Okay. This is not giving up easily. Not as easily as I thought it might when I first looked at it. And again, I am probably just tired. Six, 8, 9. 5 is in one of those two. That's almost certainly not it. I've got all the entropic colouring. 4 is in one of those two. But one is in one of those two. So this is 1, 6. Oh, hang on. That's a 1 because of that 5. I knew I was missing something obvious. So that's not a 1. And these are 6, 8, and 9. But this is low. And that means 1 is in one of those two. But that's not doing much. Because 1 is there, there. Yeah, that's actually not doing much at all. Six, 8, 9. Now I can put 6 over here, so this could still be 8, 9. And 6 could be over here and then here. All the pairs and stuff I'm getting are of different entropies. 2 is in those. 2 has got lots of options up here. 2 is in one of those two. Again, these have to sum to 14. 9, 5 or 8, 6 works. This is resolved because I've got 2 pairs fully in the box. This is fully resolved because I've got 2 pairs fully in the box. This has to sum to... This is 9, so this has to sum to 13, which is 9, 4 or 8, 5. So the killer cages are kind of... Well, they're not done. Is there some sort of killer chain? The only things that aren't... that could go either way, though, are those. Like, if this is 9, this is 4. So if this is 9, this is 9. This is 4. This is 8. So this is 6. So if this is 4, this is 6. if this is 5, 4, hang on, if this is 8, 5, 9, 4, 8, 9, 5, 4, 5. That all looks fine. So what can go on these? 1 has to go on it. The only middle digit, no, actually there's lots of middle digits that can go on it. So a 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. That can't be 6. Oh, it can't be 6. Neither of them can be 6. So there has to be a 4 or a 5 on this. And it can't be 5. There has to be a 4 on this because of the 5, 7 pair. So there must... No, there doesn't have to be. This could be 1 or... This could be 1 with the 8, 9, and this could be 5. No, yeah, it could be 8 or 9, and then this could be the other one. So this is 1, 4, 8, 9. So these are from 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. No, it's from 4, 6, 8, 9. And this is from 4, 6, 8, 9. I don't get it. I'm getting so many submissions at the moment where it's just, this is easy, you won't need... Now, in my submission guidelines, I say, please provide hints or a solution guide, because if anything goes wrong, I can then basically stop, go check, and still present the puzzle. And I just get, this is so easy, you won't need it. Probably, but I'm not seeing it, and now I've got no... If I don't find it, I can never present the puzzle. This 9 is looking down. This is 8. This is 9. So there's no 9 on here. So these are only from 1, 4, 8. There's no 9 here. So 9 has to be in here. 4. This 8 makes this 9, which makes this 8. And now, of course, this is 15. So these have to sum to 9. This is the 6. There's no 6 here. That's what I was missing. So this now has to be 6, 9. So this is the 4. This is the 5, which which makes this 6. There's no 6 here. This is an 8, 9, which makes it high. So that's what I was missing. 5, 8. So 5 is mid, 8 is high. So there was something simple, and that's fine. It's just, if I hadn't found it, this is 5. So there's no 4 there. This is a 6, 9 pair. Now this 6, 9 pair means 8 has to be in there. So this is a 6, 8 pair. because where's 8 in the column, it has to be in one of those two. That's the 9, that's the 8, that's the 9. So this is the 6, this is the 9. So that is mid and high. Now, where do I look next? This 9 makes this 8, which makes this 9. So now these are 9 plus 9 is 18. So that is a 4, that is a 5, that is a 4. This is really cool. I just missed that. And as I said, I'm really tired and I'm sorry. So, I still need to put a 1 in one of these, but I'm not sure which. This and this are the same, but I haven't eliminated either of those down to their options yet. Where do I want to look? This column maybe? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. So there's no 8 there. Okay, this row is missing 1, 5, 6, and 9. So this is only 1 or 9 because it sees 5 and 6. So where does 9 go in this row? It can only go there. So that becomes high. So these are 1, 5, and 6, and there must be a 6 in them. Where's the other simple pointing thing that I am not seeing? Column 5 maybe? 1, 4, 7, 8. So this is 1, 4, 8. 4, 7, 8. 1, 7, 8. Now, this is 8. This is 7. This is 1. This is 1. This could go either way. If this is 8, this is 1. This is 5. I think I've resolved all of the killer cages now. Yes, I have. So 4 is in one of those two by Sudoku. Oh, this 5 makes that 2. So there was something simple, which makes this 5. The 2 is making that 2. So that becomes low. The 5 is in one of those two still. This is oh, there's no 4 here. So what is this quad? 2 has to be there. 2 is in this box and it can't go there or there. So this is a 2 now, which is low. I think that's all of the 2s. Yes, so this is 1, 7, or 8, and it's not 7. So this is 1, 4, 8. This isn't 1. This is 8, 7, and 1. There we go. That's going to do a lot of damage. So those are high. That is low. That makes this 6 and this 8. That's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, tricky scanning one, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and 9 go in there. This 9 resolves at 4 and 9. So that is mid and that is high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Not yet that I'm seeing, but this 4 makes this 1 and this 4. So we've got low and mid. The 1 looks up, meaning that's not 1. So this is 5, 6, 7. But 5 and 6 is mid. this 8 has made this 4, which means this has to be 5 because this is a 1-8 pair. This is 7, which makes this 6 and this 7. So the 7s are both high. The 5s and 6s are both mid. Now this is mid, this is mid. This 1 has made this 8 and this 1, and that line is resolved. Really cool puzzle. I'm just not on my A game frequently at the moment, and people have commented on it, and there's not much I can do about it. This 8 makes this 1, which makes this 5, which makes this 8. So 1 is low, 5 is mid, 8 is high. So this is going to be a 6. This now has to be low because it's going to be 1, and this is going to be the final mid, which makes it 5. And that is the solution to Entropic Killer Spiral by Wu-chian Lin. Very nice little puzzle. Yeah, that one, when I first looked at that one, I went, yeah, lots of entropic lines running and connecting them all. That one's going to fall apart pretty easily. No, would have if I'd scanned better. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope everyone is having a much better holiday than I am. Yeah, everyone, I mean, it's after Christmas, but I hope everyone is having, well, it is for you. I hope everyone is having, as I said, a good holiday, and I hope you have a happy new year. And may 2023 bring you as much happiness as it can. As always, good luck with your solving.